This video is brought to you by Skillshare. I have a lot to say. So, how about those re-releases, huh? We've seen quite a bit of movement recently, us, retro simmers. I've played a lot of the weird old Sims games on my channel. And with the My Sims Cozy Bundle on the Switch and the Sims Legacy Collection, the re-release of Sims 1 and 2 with a bunch of their packs on PC, I think it's safe that we can, speculate on if any of these other puppies are coming back. And we've also got the Switch 2. Coming. I mean, it's been fully revealed now. We know a lot more about the Switch 2 than Nintendo would like to admit, and I can see a future that's so Raven style. A future where a lot of these games, these console variants of Sims games, these spin-offs, I can see them coming to the Switch 2's eShop, and maybe even the Sims 4. I don't have any insider info. I don't have any answers, and girl, if you're looking for answers, you are in the wrong place. But oh boy, do I have many, many theories. The Switch 2 has been fully announced and revealed. And oh, it's coming sometime this year. The Switch has been around for a really long time. And The Sims 4 has been around for a really long time. Why haven't they ever, linked up, you know? What's going on there? The My Sims Cozy Bundle was actually the first game, and as of right now, the only Sims game to ever touch the Switch. That came out in November of 2024, and then 2 seconds later, the Nintendo Switch 2 was revealed. My Sims and My Sims Kingdom, the games that are in the Cozy Bundle, were originally Wii games. Actually, the whole My Sims series was originally on the Wii and DS exclusively for a long time. The Sims has had a plentiful relationship with Nintendo consoles for forever. There's been plenty of weird console ports of mainline Sims games, Sims spin-offs, and more on consoles like the Game Boy, the GameCube, the Wii, the DS. Hey, they even got one on the 3DS. Gotta have at least one. But we haven't gotten anything Sims 4 on the Switch. You gotta wonder why. I mean, I think I know why. No, the real reason probably has to do more with the poor sales of the Wii U. Remember that thing? EA and Nintendo were supposed to be buddy-buddy during that era, but since the Wii U was such a flop, no Sims games actually ever made it over to the Wii U. In fact, EA as a whole only ever put a few games on the Wii U. I'm sure the floppage soured general business relations for a while, but still, like, that's gotta be water under the bridge by now. No, I think it has more to do with The Sims 4 itself. All Simmers know that The Sims 4 does already have a console version that is essentially the same old Sims 4 that you play on PC, just with like controller compatibility. It's available on PlayStation and Xbox. But why did that console version never make it over to the Switch? Well, I think it's because of the Switch's capabilities. I mean, this is so obvious. And everybody knows that anytime any AAA game gets ported over to the Switch, it gets memed on into oblivion. Certain ports, a lot of ports, tend to run like dog shit on the Switch. I mean, the Switch has never been this like crazy powerful console that can run anything ever, you know what I mean? I do think the Switch serves a purpose, you know, without having the best specs ever. It dominates the casual gamer market. It may not be the biggest and beefiest console, but it's the people's console, damn it. I just think that that had a lot to do with bringing The Sims 4 over to the Switch. I have a feeling that the Switch probably just couldn't handle The Sims 4 in the way that they want it to run, and that's probably the main reason that we just haven't seen it over there for the last 8 years. There were rumors of a port coming last year, but that was quickly debunked by the Sims team. They shut that shit right the fuck down. They said, actually, we have no intentions of putting this game on the Switch. But who knows? Maybe that's gonna change with the Switch 2's weird, wacky mouse thingy. Everybody keeps talking about this mouse thingy. Oh yeah, the developers of the Switch 2, they have been in the kitchen. They have been cooking. This has the potential to age very badly, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. You cannot muzzle me, fear of dating my videos. There have been a lot of leaks surrounding the Switch 2. For whatever reason, Nintendo just cannot seem to stop the leakage, because a metric assload about the Switch 2 has been known to anybody with a Twitter account for months now. Regardless, one thing piques my interest about the Switch 2 that immediately made me think of The Sims 4. The Joy-Con mouse gimmick. Take out your Switch. Now, remove a Joy-Con and place it on a surface. Ah, yeah. Doesn't this feel a little mousy? Bro, I feel like this is crazy, but kind of genius. Like, who thought of that? First, some leaks only speculated on this Joy-Con mouse feature, and anybody can just say anything, you know what I mean? But then, some patents were revealed. And I believe the smoking gun here is that they kind of maybe teased the feature a little bit in the reveal trailer, or they're just poking fun at the Joy-Cons drifting. But alas, this has raised some speculation amongst Simmers. Could this be a way to play The Sims on Switch? Could it make it easier, perhaps, to get The Sims 4 onto the Switch? It's also exciting if this ends up being a real thing. I just personally don't know if I see The Sims developers utilizing this special mouse feature unless it were to become immensely popular, revolutionize the whole game, and be like the gimmick of all time. See, the real reason that I think this is because they didn't end up utilizing the Joy-Con's motion control features for the My Sims Cozy Bundle, which was a huge omission, in my opinion. I mean, the motion controls on the Joy-Cons, isn't the most amazing feature. And for My Sims specifically, that game requires a lot of pointing and clicking. I have, truthfully, been surprised by the pointing and clicking features on the Joy-Cons. I didn't even know that they could do that until I played Cooking Mama Cookstar, if you could believe it. Yeah, it wasn't as shitty as I thought it would be. So, I was just surprised to see motion controls entirely ditched for the My Sims Cozy Bundle. That's all I'm saying, okay? And we'll see if this mouse thing even happens. And if it does, if it even sticks. It's a little bizarre, and I think it would take some getting used to. Yeah. But I mean, not gonna lie, when I heard about this Joy-Con mouse gimmick, my first thought really was oh, this would be great for The Sims. But regardless, if The Sims 4 ever comes to the Switch 2 or not, we still have a lot of weird and wacky Sims games to work with here. Most of these games, not these ones, most of these games are entirely different from their PC counterparts. They're special, to me at least. The last time they actually tried to make a special console version of a mainline Sims game was actually The Sims 3. The Sims 3 on Wii. This is genuinely one of the worst games I have ever played. I cannot imagine that this game did well. Please tell me that this game did not do well. I don't even know if you are going to believe what I'm about to say to you, but The Sims 3 on Wii is open world. I repeat, The Sims 3 on Wii is open world. I don't even know what the fuck we were thinking here. It runs so horribly. I have never ever seen a Wii game perform this terribly, and there are a lot of stinkers that perform terribly on the Wii. However, the Switch 2 looks very promising. It essentially looks like a bigger, badder Switch. I think that a bunch of these puppies could get ported over relatively easily. I mean, what do I know? I'm not a game developer. And it seems like EA and Maxis are interested in reviving some of these older games. So which ones do I think would do good? Let's start with the My Sims Cozy Bundle. My actual copy of the My Sims Cozy Bundle is not here right now, as well as my copy of the game I would like to actually talk about, which is My Sims Agents. I think My Sims Agents is the natural progression. There are rumors that My Sims Agents would be re-released alongside My Sims Sky Heroes. I hate My Sims Sky Heroes. I despised this game. I actually couldn't even get through more than 1 hour of it. Your girl does not want to fly planes. No. She wants to do cute stuff. And Agents wasn't really my thing either because of it. I didn't play Agents until I was an adult. The games that I grew up with were My Sims and My Sims Kingdom. Nostalgia played a big factor for my love of the My Sims Cozy Bundle. This is genuinely one of my favorite games of all time though. Do not get it twisted. But My Sims Agents is a fan favorite. It is a good game. It is a lot different from both My Sims and My Sims Kingdom, even though these games are wildly different from one another. And then we've got My Sims Sky Heroes, which is entirely different from everything else too. I don't know. If they're really dead set on releasing My Sims Sky Heroes with My Sims agents, so be it. I think it's the only way you're going to re-release Sky Heroes. Another game that I think would do really well is The Sims 2 Castaway, one of my favorite Sims console games ever. You start the game shipwrecked on an island, and then you've got to go find all of your other Sims that you created in your group. Explore the island, discover its secrets. You can even build a cute little house. This is an excellent game, one that is deserving of a remaster. Another one that I love, The Sims Bustin' Out. The Sims Bustin' Out is one of the first console games. I believe it's actually the first. This game is super hard. It is from the Sims 1 era. Do I think it needs a physical re-release? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if people would love this game. It is kind of a hit or miss type of thing, similar to just like The Sims 1 in general. It's a difficult game for sure, but you go around into different living situations, right? You're busting out of the house and you're living in all these businesses, essentially. It's a wacky one. It's definitely really fun. That's a good one. Another one I would love to see is The Herbs. The Herbs is, okay, I know I said Sims 2 Castaway might be my favorite console game. The Herbs might actually be my favorite console game. This game is so special. It holds a very special place in my heart. It's got the black-eyed peas. What's not to love? That would probably be an obstacle, actually, for a remaster is, you know, the licensed music. Who cares? Let's replace the Black-Eyed Peas with, what's a comparable group nowadays? Oh, people don't even do groups anymore. God, I literally can't think of anybody that's like the Black-Eyed Peas. Wow, they were such a moment. But even if we have to get rid of the licensed music and the likeness of the Black-Eyed Peas, I would just love to see this come to a modern console. However, this game is a little, you know, of its time, right? It's charming. It's endearing, but you kind of low-key do a lot of illegal shit in this game. I mean, I started off in the chop shop, and then, you know, I think you like sell ferrets on a rooftop at some point. God, this game is kind of crazy, but so fun. We'll see. This is like a definite maybe on if it would ever get a remaster. Another game that I think would do well on the Switch 2, like, you know, maybe The Sims 2, the Switch 2. It's the Sims 2 console version. This is different from the regular Sims 2. This is also a little bit more of a guided game, a little bit more of a story-oriented game. Like I said, the console versions of the main PC games, you know, a lot of the times they're different. Sometimes they're the same, depending on what console it was. But there's a lot of really cool lore in this game that's exclusive to this game in particular and the console version. God, all of these might be my favorite. I don't know, I can't pick. Okay, we've got all of this. Now, I would like to talk briefly about handhelds. So here's all my GBA versions of Les Sims. Bustin' Out, and then we've got The Herbs, The Sims 2, Sims 2 Pets. Bustin' Out, I believe, is the only one of these that is very special for the Game Boy Advance. These ones, I think, if I'm recalling correctly, excuse me, these ones are very similar, if not pretty much the exact same as their Nintendo DS counterparts. Okay, this is going to be kind of difficult. I've started to amass a lot of stuff on this tabletop right now. So I haven't made my way through all of the handhelds quite yet. I was planning on doing a video, and then, you know, things didn't work out how I planned. That's just how the cookie crumbles, baby. But I would say, as a general statement, pretty much any handheld version of the Sims games, throw them on the eShop. They're different from all of the console versions that I just told you about, but they are pretty cool, pretty fun, pretty interesting. $10 or less on the eShop. Like, let's go. Why not just throw them in a bundle? A little like emulated bundle, you know? We've got the Bustin' Out, we've got the Herbs, we've got Sims 2, Sims 2 Pets. You know, these are all just interesting little handheld games. Probably the most interesting being The Sims 2, actually. The Sims 2 on DS is weird. This would probably do really well as like a standalone, just because it's so quirky. It's probably my favorite out of all of these handhelds, even though I haven't played all of them. I can just tell. And it's the only one of these handheld that I actually played when I was a kid, so hey, maybe nostalgia is also playing a big factor in that one. But yeah, just in general, like handhelds, why not? Just throw them up there. They could be little eShop bangers, you know? Other handhelds, honorable mentions. The My Sims series on handheld, they are all different from their home console version. I only have Sky Heroes. This is the only one that I own, so I can't really speak to any of them because I also haven't played the other handheld versions, but I've heard that they're very different and very unique and interesting. Why not? Let's do it to it. And then we've got Sim Animals Africa. I haven't played these. They are Sim spin-off games. I have played the home console version of Sim Animals. I have not played the handheld version yet. I think I would like the handheld versions more than I liked the home console version of Sim Animals. This game's funny, okay? And I think that's all I can really say. I don't think it's a particularly good game. Everybody says Sim Animals Africa is a lot better and that I would like it more. Haven't gotten around to it, so I really can't speak too much on Sim Animals. But if I'm gonna say throw all the handhelds on the eShop, like, you know what I mean? I kind of gotta mention Sim Animals at least. Well, so that settles that. Which ones do I think would probably be better off in the past? My Sims Racing and My Sims Party, you know, they kind of tried to do their own little Mario Kart. They tried to do their own little Mario Party. I would rather just play Mario Kart and Mario Party. Sorry about it. And then we've, of course, got My Sims Sky Heroes. I already talked about that one. I don't know what it is I have against this game, but I despise that I spent money on it. And then probably my least favorite Sims 2 era Wii game, Sims 2 Pets. I just didn't think this game was particularly good at all. It didn't really have much of like a good little like story or anything. It seemed like they just kind of tried to do like Sims 2 on PC, Pets expansion pack, and you know, just kind of let it rock, I suppose. It wasn't great to me. I didn't have very much fun. I also did not have very much fun playing The Sims 3 on Wii. They tried to do the open world thing. It ran like shit. All of the Sims in the town kept dying, so after playing for only a couple hours, my town was just full of gravestones everywhere. And then the build mode doesn't even really work. Oh, it's horrible. Please do not even attempt it. As far as PC ports for any of these, you know, fuck it, do whatever you want. I would like to make an honorable mention to the Sims Stories series. These could definitely be remastered for PC soon. The Sims Life Stories, Castaway Stories, Pet Stories. These games are super special. They are laptop-friendly versions of The Sims 2 with little story modes, but then you can also do free play mode and you can do whatever you want in all of the households, but there's these like really guided story modes in each game. It's so cool. These might be some of the best Sims games ever. I love them. I fully expect these to be re-released very soon. So, as a Simmer who has put many hours into a lot of these older Sims games, what is the game that I am looking forward to the most for a re-release? Oh, definitely My Sims Sky Heroes. But you know what I'm really looking forward to right now? Looking forward to kicking back and relaxing with my hobby. Currently, it has been card making and paper crafting. I'm a pretty crafty person. I have inherited a huge rubber stamp collection, and I often craft cards for people in my real life and in my online community. And I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at it, but you know, there's always more to learn. So today we're going to talk about the best place to do just that. Skillshare. Skillshare is the largest online learning community. They have a ton of classes led by industry experts in many different fields. Creative classes in film, video, photography, design, illustration, you know, paper crafts, social media, you name it. I love that they have hundreds of classes on all of the programs that I use to create my videos. And then once work's over, I can transition into my creative free time, my paper crafting hobby, and with the help of Skillshare, I can finally learn more about watercolor techniques instead of depending on my watercolor colored pencils to pretend like I know how to watercolor paint. If you're interested in flexing your creative muscles, building your craft, and learning more tools and techniques in the industry that you are interested in, check out some of the classes on Skillshare. The first 500 people to use the link in my description will get a 1-month free trial. Special thank you to Skillshare. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know your opinions. Were there any games I missed, by the way? I'm sure that there are. I just love The Sims so much. I've been such a fan of The Sims for such a long time. I would love to see more of these games get more love if possible. It's always so sad to see games get lost to time, you know, or abandoned on older consoles and for older systems. So I am a fan of re-releases, and I just would like to see more. Currently working on 2 other Sims videos. I was working on my Get to Work review, but I have a feeling that this hobbies and businesses expansion that's coming, like once we learn more about it, it might be pertinent to my video. So I'm actually just waiting on that information to see if I need to include it in my video, you know? And then my Sims 1 video that I've been working on, you know, it has been a disaster. I cannot wait for you to see what I have done to the newbies in The Sims 1. It's been chaos, okay? There's 50 cats outside. There's a clown in my house and he won't leave. It's been a lot, all right? And I'm really excited to share my playthrough with you and all that I've learned about The Sims 1. So stay tuned. I hope you're having a great day and you continue to do so, and I will see you in the next one.